Here we go. We're going to go over day B. We're also going to go over one of the easier things we can use to create weight without having weights, right? So this is going to be a default. What we're going to plan most of our sessions around the ability to have a weighted backpack. And then anything you have after that will help you make the workout better for you. And we'll talk more about that inside the live streams. But a few things we can think about is taking a backpack, okay, and then thinking about things that weigh stuff. So bricks, right? Multiple bricks, books, canned goods, water containers. So this is just obviously this is a regular water container, but gallon jugs, half gallon jugs. If you're worried about like a plastic gallon thing being too worried about it breaking or spilling, just wrap a couple duct tape around it a couple times, and it'll keep it secure. Heavy things, right? Things that are liquid. So Tide Pods, things of detergent, things of soap, all those things kind of weigh a lot. Trash bags, they're dense. When they're rolled up, right, they weigh quite a bit. So there's lots of ways you can think about adding load to your backpack. And generally speaking, we're looking for something like you would, if you were to do a 2 dumbbell workout and you had 2 15-pound dumbbells, that's 30 pounds. If we can get our ruck to 20, 25, 30, 35 pounds, we're gonna get a really good workout out of that. Most backpacks aren't gonna handle more than 30 to 40, plus 40 pounds are gonna be a lot unless you have a really good backpack. Then you can load up 50, 60 pounds. But just as an example, if you have towels, you all have towels, right? One of the ways about making this more comfortable is to take your towel and rolling up your things inside of it so that you have a little bucket, little guy. And then when you put that in your backpack, it's comfortable and you don't have the edges or the things poking out and jabbing through, or they all don't bunch up at the bottom. So a towel is an easy way, a towel is an easy way to kind of distribute load across, okay? But these books and a brick easily weigh, right? Let's just get these 2 books. So if I use the scale, so with me and the stuff, 180, me without the stuff, 170. So just 2 decent sized books is 10 pounds. So if you had 4 books, you could get up to 20 pounds easy and you could just stuff your backpack full of books, all right? So that's the easiest way to do it. Now, let's just say that we do have our backpack full of our things, whatever those things are. Let's go through day B with the understanding of having a backpack as our load. Okay, we'll use that as our kind of standard weight. Warm-ups. We're gonna wanna still do our warm-ups because it's essential, right? To get the heat going in your body, get the blood flow going, warm up your joints, get your muscle activation going, getting all of our anti-sitting stuff. So we're gonna be sitting a lot of time on couches, a lot of time bent over. So we wanna reverse those ideas and those positions so that we're confident and feeling good for exercise and our body just feels good. Warm-ups are gonna be easy, right? Bodyweight exercises, dead bugs, bird dogs, half kneeling, anything, bicycle crunches, hip lifts, side planks, upper body, lower body rolls, whatever combination you want to think, get your timer out and just set a 5-minute clock, this 5-minute countdown, and push start and just run through those things. Don't even count reps. Just do one thing into another thing into another thing and never stop moving for 5 minutes and you're gonna have a great warm up. There's no need to overthink that. There's no need to, is it 10, is it 20? It doesn't matter. Just move straight through as many exercises you can think of within 5 minutes and you'll be ready for exercise. Easiest thing to think about, dead bug, bird dog, hip lift, half kneeling, sprinklers, and you're pretty much good.
Hollow hold.
Hollow holds, bicycle crunches. I mean,
Yeah.
that's real simple stuff.
Yeah, and
okay?
we'll post that on here too.
Yeah, and over time we may get a little more creative with some real fancy stuff, but that's the basics. Still stuff we use all the time. Naked get-ups, we still do that stuff all the time, even in the studio. Okay, so we've done that. Now pull-up prep, hang, hold, singles, half kneeling, wall angels. We can still work on our strength being at home because it's all about practicing tension and the principles of load. Okay. So one of the ways we can do pull-up prep, we did this today, is negative dive bomber. Hands on the ground, butt up as high as possible, heels up as high as possible, and then you're going to lower your head to your thumbs, and then get your head out of the way into a plank or into a quadruped position, reset. So you're doing a negative overhead press, basically. That negative overhead press is gonna feel like a pull-up. Other thing you can do is obviously grab a pull-up bar. If you're doing assisted, I would do jumping negatives or have a partner help you with the assist. Make sure you're dead hang if you're doing the partner assist. Holding above the bar, doing negatives, doing switch grips on your pull-up bar, they're all going to help. Grabbing things that aren't pull-up bars, door jams, swing sets, awnings,
trees,
playgrounds, lots of ways to find a pull-up bar. Okay. Now, and here's an option to use too on a hardwood or tile floor. I think these have a name. I think they're called. I remember we were doing these all the time on the hardwood floor at Red Rock. The zombie presses.
Oh yeah.
Zombie presses. So you simply lay on your stomach on the towel, okay? Put your hands on the ground out ahead of you like you do for a pull-up. Grab all your little fingertips, okay? And then you're gonna press your hands into the ground and then you're going to pull your body, okay? You can reset, pack your shoulders, grab the ground, pull. And that's gonna get those lats going and it's gonna feel really good. So you can do more than one if the if they're too easy. So if doing a dive bomber thing, you just don't feel it until you do 5 or 6, we'll just do 5 or 6. We're gonna learn a lot about how things feel compared to what rep ranges we should be doing, and that's gonna be important for exercise forever. But now that we're doing a lot of stuff at home with less equipment, the tension, the principles you use are gonna be really important. So as long as it feels challenging, then we want to match that to the reps. So if doing that one rep feels super hard, do 1 rep. If you do that and it doesn't feel anything at all, do more reps.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You just never want to fail at a rep.
And then you can still practice your half kneeling in between.
You can practice the half kneeling in between. Half kneeling sprinklers. Right, you're half kneeling, hand across, elbow locked, elbow up high, open, close. Right? Grab 5, grab 5, single, 5, single. Cool. Good. Now let's move on to the session. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this will be at the end of the video and it'll play for several seconds so you can screenshot it. This will be an email as a file, an image. It'll be in the group as an image. You can save it from there. Print it out, put it on a piece of paper next to you if you just want to reference. We're going to do the same thing, 3 sets of 11. Okay, we're going to use that as our starting point because that's what we've already been doing. Okay, so we're going to let's just start with 11 and then see how that goes. You're going to grab your backpack. You're going to hug your backpack, your little buddy.
So we're going to start
You're
at
going
the
to spend
top.
a lot of time with this backpack. So goblet squat is the first one, and we'll do 11 reps with our pauses. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2 to 11. Now, from right there, either set up a timer, like a running stopwatch on your phone, or you can count your breaths, okay? Did 11 reps, and I'm gonna take about 15 breaths, or about 30 seconds of rest, and then I'm gonna grab my backpack again, do 11, put it down, hang out, either watch a timer go by for 30 seconds, or count 15 breaths. 1, 2, and then go again on your 30. Okay, so that's our backpack squat. hug it and go. Okay?
Obviously, if you have kettlebell, you can use your kettlebell
Yeah, so
or
here-
whatever.
Yeah, and this is going to get into all the extra equipment we have. The more equipment you have, the more custom you can make the thing. So if you do 11 squats with your backpack and it only has, let's say it has 15 pounds, you do 11 and it's not hard enough, you can either add reps, add things to your backpack, right? Or you can take more time. You can take 3 seconds at the bottom. But if you have a goblet squat bell, or if you have dumbbells, or if you have a plate, or if you have a sandbag at home, you can easily just take, well, if I'm doing goblet squats, I'm gonna take the thing I've been doing goblet squats with, and I'm gonna do goblet squats with it. That just allows you to make it a little more dialed in for you with the more equipment you have, okay? But a backpack is one of the easiest things we can use because it is so versatile and it's so easy to transfer whatever you're doing with that into more specific equipment, okay? Good, seated cable row. So we're gonna take a backpack and this is gonna be a bent over row. So we're just gonna put the backpack down. You can either grab the sides of the backpack, you can grab the handles, you can grab both ends of the backpack, however your backpack is designed, doesn't matter. Put it on its side, put it on its front, grab the backpack, bend over row, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? If that position of being in a bent over row is too difficult,
Yes.
right? Put your head against the wall, and that way you'll take some of the load out of your back. You can just lean into the wall, and then pull. Okay? Real basic. Obviously, if you have a bell or bells, take the same thing. Bend over row. If you have one thing, one dumbbell, one bell, you can assist 11, right? 11. 11. Okay. So lots of ways you can do a bent over row with either a backpack, a bell, or anything that weighs anything, humans, right? Stuff like that.
Puppies.
Yeah, so bent over row. If the back gets in, if you feel like its back is overworking, put your head against the wall or move to your hands on your knees and just row one time at it, one side. You can even do that with a lighter backpack. You can just sit here and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, good. Good. Push-ups. Push-ups, basic stuff, push-ups. How to make push-ups harder, easier? Use time and elevation. So if a regular push-up at a standard position, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? If by 11, that's too easy, take more time at the bottom. Or take your backpack, add weight to your push-up, okay? If that push-up is still too hard in a full plank, go to your knees, but maintain your hip on, so squeeze those glutes so that you're not piped. You can also go to a edge of a couch, edge of a counter, edge of a sink, hands on sink, push, push, pause, push, push. Easy ways to
Yeah.
do push-ups.
Just like we would do on a barbell.
Okay. Prowler, 3 passes. We're gonna go standing cross crawls. And I would probably do about 40 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 40. Rest your 30 seconds. Same thing with the push-up, squat, cross crawl. Rate that 30 seconds or your 15 breaths and going again. Again, 3 sets in a row. Right. Band resisted reverse crunch. So if you don't have a foam roller, take your trusted towel, roll it up. Heels into hips, or put it right behind your hamstrings, right behind your knees. Hands on the ground, push up, hold, push down, push up, hold, push down. 11 pause, 30 seconds, 15 breaths, 30 sets. Dumbbell, triceps. So, take trusted ruck, Put it above your head, elbows up high, press out by 11. Okay? If you have dumbbells, if you have kettlebell, same thing. Press out. Doesn't matter how you hold it, whatever feels comfortable for you. 1, 2, 1, 2. If your weight is very specific, right, or too light or too heavy for one, you can easily go to 1, 2, 1, 2 to make it harder on single side. Okay. Curls, same thing. Grab the ruck, grab the handles, curl up, curl down. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can grab the sides of your bag, depending on how things you have. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can grab the sides here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Whatever's the most comfortable for your grip. Obviously, if you have bells or dumbbells. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And then prone on bench reverse fly. You can take little guys, cans, right? They're maybe half a pound, but they can add a lot of resistance that you would think of things. Anytime you would use like an orange band for something or a 2.5 pound plate, cans of stuff are a good alternative. And these are small ones, so you know if you have a big old can of like spaghetti sauce or something.
Oh yeah, pasta sauce. Yeah.
But we'll go to our T position, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's it. So, basic stuff. I would do squat 3 sets, row 3 sets, push up 3 sets, prowlers. Start with the big stuff, end with the little stuff. Whenever you get to the end of the workout, go through belly breathing as a cool down for 5 minutes. Go for a nice easy walk for 5 minutes. Hang out in 90-90 or your Bretzels for 5 minutes. Again, set a timer. Because if you just do it by yourself, there's going to be so many distractions at home that it's going to be really hard to stay on track if you're not doing the live streams with us. And I think that's pretty much about it for the day B exercises. We're going to go over more. Okay, so we'll stop that from there. If you're using this session to do your session, watch it through once, okay? And then when you go back through, play it. Hear me talk about warm-ups. Play, pause, pull-up rep, play, pause, right? Squats, watch me do squats, pause it. Do your 3 sets. Play, and then you can just pause play along the way as you go through it. To keep yourself on track, you might want to set, if you have a second timer or a oven timer or a stopwatch, just set like a 60-minute timer, right? And just make sure that you're not stopping until that total timer goes off for 60 minutes, even if that means warm up and cool down are included in that. You really have that nice solid hour block of intention movement, not necessarily like working as hard as possible for 60 minutes, but you know you have your hour blocked up. That's it.